The Bible tells us in 2 Kings chapter 5 of a great and honorable man named Naaman, commander of the Syrian army. He was mighty, yet he suffered from leprosy. One day he was told by a servant girl from Israel that a prophet in Samaria could heal him. Naaman went to Elisha's house, expecting the prophet himself to personally come out, call on the name of the Lord, and perform a ceremonial act of healing. Instead, Elisha sent a messenger with instructions for Naaman to wash 7 times in the Jordan River. At first, Naaman was angry and resistant, feeling that the rivers of Damascus were better than the Jordan, and that such a simple act could not possibly heal him. However, his servants reasoned with him. If the prophet had told you to do something great, would you not have done it? How much more then, when he says to you, wash and be clean? 2 Kings 5:13. Convicted by their wisdom, Naaman humbled himself, obeyed the instructions, and was healed. He returned to Elisha, acknowledging the God of Israel as the only true God. He offered gifts to the prophet, but Elisha refused to receive them, showing that the healing came freely from the Lord and could not be repaid. Gehazi, Elisha's servant, ran after Naaman and deceitfully asked for gifts, pretending that Elisha had sent him. Elisha confronted him, and as a consequence, Gehazi and his descendants were struck with Naaman's leprosy. Lessons from this story. Humility is key to receiving God's blessings. Naaman had to set aside pride and trust God's method. God's ways are higher than our ways. Healing often comes through unexpected or simple means, not always what we imagine. Faith obeys even in small things. The act of dipping in the Jordan 7 times required submission. Naaman's healing was an act of the Lord's grace, given freely and not as a transaction. Elisha refused the gifts, making it clear that the miracle was the work of the Lord alone and could not be bought. Deceit and greed have consequences. Gehazi's dishonesty brought severe judgment. Remember, God's ways are higher than ours. His gracious acts are given freely, and he rewards humility and obedience. Let us trust him today and walk in his grace. Be blessed.